Wives for the Benjamites. The men of Israel had taken an oath at Mizpah. Not one of us will give his daughter to marriage to a Benjamite. The people went to Bethel, where they sat before God until evening, raising their voices and weeping bitterly. O Lord, the God of Israel, they cried, why has this happened to Israel? Why should one tribe be missing from Israel today? So just a quick review. Remember that in the previous Bible study, or just a few minutes ago, we went through a Levite and his concubine and what that led to, because they went to a Benjamite town, which is Gibeah, and they ended up being as if they were in Sodom and Gomorrah. It was really, really bad. People had already turned and were not worshiping the Lord and were not following in the laws and rules. And so you had, and this was throughout Israel at this time. And so Israel, the rest of the tribes came up against Benjamin. And at first, the tribe of Benjamin was routing Israel and killing lots of their men. But Israel came to the Lord correctly through sacrifices, through humbleness, and the Lord was provided Benjamin finally into their hands. And so some of those men, though, had not all of the men were routed. Some of the men had fled to the desert. So Israel as a whole is grieving over one of their tribes, one of their own tribes, because they had to kill so many and they had to almost demolish a whole tribe. And so they're all treated as one, and so they're upset because one of their tribes they had to deal with. And you can say it's hard to punish. So bringing past to present. So people have to deal with consequences. So someone wrongs you or someone doesn't do what you say. Like, let's say you're a parent, right? And your children doesn't do what you tell them to do. There's consequences, and they have to go through those consequences. And it may hurt you too. It may make you upset that, man, I wanted to reward my child, but I can't. I have to discipline them now. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? And vice versa. If you are the child, or if you are, it doesn't just have to be family. It could be work. It could be school. It could be play, friends and such. It's always, it can be, not always, but it can be somewhat hard and remorseful to take action against someone or have consequences, allow for consequences to happen. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?